Story time. Wanted to share a story with you guys that a friend in Jerusalem told me. It's about a family who lives in Jerusalem who has been collecting donations for Palestinians coming in from Gaza into Jerusalem for medical procedures or medical treatment. They were using that money to make life just a little bit easier for the Gazawis coming into Jerusalem. So buying anything from food to a wheelchair if someone needed it. So the 5-year-old little boy of the family was walking into Damascus Gate with his 4-year-old sister. Before anyone says that this is weird or asks why these kids are walking by themselves, it is not unusual for Palestinians to let their kids roam around their homeland. It's always been a thing. It will always be a thing regardless of who is occupying us. So this 5-year-old little boy and his 4-year-old sister are walking into Damascus Gate, and the little boy has 400 shekels of the donation money in his pocket. Now he's going through Damascus Gate to go to the marketplace so that he can buy food with the donation money for these people coming in from Gaza. Because this is a normal thing for Palestinian children. We learned very early on that our life is dedicated to helping our people. So as this little boy is walking through Damascus Gate, he gets stopped by Israeli soldiers. He gets searched. They searched a 5-year-old. They found the 400 shekels in his pocket, and they tell his 4-year-old sister to run home. Because the entirety of Palestine and Palestinians in Palestine are under constant, heavy surveillance, they knew exactly who this little boy was and what family he belonged to. The Israeli soldiers take this 5-year-old boy to the police station. They kidnap him and take him to the police station and held him hostage in the police station. After the family gets word of what happens to the little boy, someone in the family rushes to the police station in attempts of bailing out this 5-year-old, which the concept of bailing out a 5-year-old to begin with is bonkers. And they would not allow anyone in the family to pick up the little boy or bail him out because they were specifically demanding that his father, who was working in the West Bank at that moment, come to the police station and do it himself. Quick recap before I continue. They kidnapped a 5-year-old child. They brought him to a police station, held him hostage, and used him to bait his father into the police station. I'm sure you know where this is going. When the father arrived at the police station to rescue his kidnapped child, they ordered him to pay a $5,000 ransom in order for them to release his son. And then they arrested his father on the claims that he was fundraising for terrorism. They claim that fundraising and using those funds to cover things like medical expenses and things like basic human needs like food for these Palestinians incoming from Gaza, that they are contributing to the wealth of Hamas because by Israeli thought, Palestinians in Gaza are under care and responsibility of Hamas, and so they are to be covering all of the expenses. So by covering the cost of a sandwich or a wheelchair, Israelis are claiming that Palestinians who do that are opening up financial opportunities and releasing financial cost of things like that and allowing Hamas to use whatever money they would have used on a sandwich for terrorism. This father has now been in jail for a month and a half. This is what living under fascism looks like.